On one hand, we have Trump and his advisors adopting a belligerent approach towards India, and on the other hand, India is engaged in quiet diplomacy. The world's attention is now focused on the forthcoming meetings between Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin in the northern Chinese city of Tianjin. Modi's meeting with Xi is scheduled for Sunday, before he attends the summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO). This is Modi's first visit to China after 7 years. Already, American and European media have started speculating what will happen if India and China join hands with Russia on the issue of trade. Russian President Vladimir Putin will be visiting India in December, and this is surely going to raise tension in Washington, D.C. On one hand, we have Trump and his advisors adopting a belligerent approach towards India, and on the other hand, India is engaged in quiet diplomacy. Modi is in Japan, which has promised to invest 10 trillion yen in India in the next 10 years. Modi hitched a ride with Japanese PM Shigeru Ishiba on the bullet train on Saturday. Meanwhile, China has begun selling U.S. Treasury bonds, and this has caused a huge pressure on the U.S. government, which is facing more than $35 trillion in debt. 3 top rating agencies, including Moody's and Fitch, have lowered U.S. credit ratings. The Tianjin SCO summit is being seen as China's major global presentation, with leaders from 20 countries and 10 international organizations going to take part. China's semi-official daily Global Times in its editorial has this headline: China, India strengthening interaction, a rational choice in a multipolar world. The editorial says, India's active participation in the SCO Tianjin summit reflects its repositioning of the multilateral cooperation framework. The current recovery phase of China-India relations is primarily driven by shared strategic needs. Since the Galwan Valley incident, both sides have consumed considerable resources in managing border tensions. Increasingly, both countries recognize that allocating limited resources to economic development and more pressing strategic priorities rather than endless border disputes is the more rational choice. It is not a secret that Trump's biggest rival in world trade is China. China has a $650 billion goods and services trade with the U.S. This is the reason why Trump, despite wanting badly, could not impose steep tariffs on China. On the other hand, Russia is also the U.S.'s old rival. Despite many efforts, Trump failed to persuade Putin to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine. Putin is working on his own objectives. The India-US relationship is old. Until a few months back, Trump-Modi ties were good. But due to his belligerence, Trump made his friend Modi his rival. He did not leave any stone unturned in spoiling that friendly relationship. Trump deliberately harassed Modi by claiming that he brokered the ceasefire with Pakistan. His effort to bring both Qasim Munir and Narendra Modi to the table failed. In the end, he slapped the highest tariff against India. China was keeping a close watch on this failing relationship. It extended its hand of friendship towards India, and Modi agreed. Putin played a positive role in this. Putin has not forgotten that it was Modi who supported Russia in its worst moments. Despite U.S. pressure, India imported crude oil from Russia. Now, if all these 3 big countries, India, Russia and China, come together because of Trump's follies, it is the U.S. president who must be held responsible. The contest is between a loudmouth and silent planners. Modi is a past master in converting crisis into opportunity. If the SCO summit ushers in a new world order, it may cause worries for the US. The Congress is now on the defensive after some of its workers shouted abusive slogans against PM Modi at a rally in Darbhanga, Bihar. BJP leaders are demanding a public apology from Rahul Gandhi. In Patna and Kolkata, BJP and Congress supporters came to blows during protests. They used lathis and threw stones, apart from ransacking party offices. The Congress supporter Mohammad Rizvi alias Raj, who has been arrested by Bihar police from Bapura Karmayuni village, is a driver and runs a tire puncture shop. Another local Congress leader Mohammad Naushad is under the scanner of police. Naushad had brought some antisocial elements to the meeting, and BJP leaders are also demanding his arrest. The Prime Minister's late mother was abused by congressmen, but the party is unwilling to speak on it. Bihar CM Nitish Kumar condemned the incident, while Home Minister Amit Shah, at a rally in Assam, said such an incident happened because Rahul Gandhi has been making objectionable remarks against the PM in most of his meetings in Bihar. AIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi is one of the most trenchant critics of Modi. But it goes to Owaisi's credit that he never used gutter language against the Prime Minister. There is a clear difference between Owaisi and Rahul Gandhi. Owaisi is Modi's political rival, but Rahul Gandhi has deliberately opted for personal enmity towards Modi. If you watch Rahul speaking, he never goes by nuances while criticizing Modi. His remarks are brazen and insulting. He uses phrases like Sun Modi, Tu Kia Janta Hai, Modi Jutha Hai, Modi Chor Hai, etc. Rahul Gandhi tries to show off that he is the only politician in the opposition who does not fear Modi and can abuse him. Congress workers and supporters have now taken the cue from their leader. They felt that if they hurl abuses at Modi, Rahul will be happy. Mohammad Rizvi committed this mistake, and he is now behind bars. The abuses were hurled from a Congress platform, and yet the Congress says it is a BJP conspiracy. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan Yadav was the guest on my show AAP Ki Adalat on Friday. He said, Congress has forgotten Indian culture. In the Mahabharata, Shishupal hurled abuses at Lord Sri Krishna 100 times. When he abused Krishna for the 101st time, the Lord hurled his Sudarshan Chakra and dismembered him. The people of India are now waiting to use their Sudarshan Chakra at the Congress. You can watch AAP Ki Adalat with Mohan Yadav on Saturday at 10 p.m. on India TV. Repeat telecasts will take place on Sunday at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. AAJ Ki Baat Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock p.m. India's #1 and most followed super primetime news show AAJ Ki Baat Rajat Sharma Kasaf was launched just before the 2014 general elections. Since its inception, the show has redefined India's super prime time and is numerically far ahead of its contemporaries. AA